Today we're gonna be transferring all these fish inside these buckets, and they're gonna be the first fish that we're adding inside our brand new Fish Guy warehouse. Now you may be thinking these fish right here inside these buckets are going straight into the 4,000 gallon, but we told you guys that before we ever put a fish inside of here, we wanna make sure they're free of ick or any parasites whatsoever, so that's why we built our quarantine area right here, where we have 4 55-gallon fish tanks right here. That is going to be our hospital area. This is where the fish, we will make sure they're free of ick, free of any sort of parasites, any sort of disease that we don't want to introduce inside of any of our ponds.
Now, as we unbox these fish, you guys need to keep in mind, this pond is for our predators. This is gonna be our reef pond. So we're getting fish for the reef pond, but it's not set up quite yet. So everything we do unbox is gonna be in these tanks right here before we get that reef pond set up, which is gonna be set up, literally, we're doing it tomorrow. So it's gonna be set up ASAP. But I would say only a couple of them that we're unboxing are gonna be going in the predator pond. We have a little bit of a mix. And for a little hint of the predator pond, we're bringing back a few fan favorites, including a shark. But that's for later in the video.
Now before we get to the unboxing, we need to get our quarantine tanks up and running. We gotta pump some water in here from the huge pond, the 4,000 gallon. We're gonna pump water into here. We brought some cycled filter media already from some other tanks where these fish were. We're gonna put them in each of these filters, and these fish are gonna be absolutely PSA 10.
This is state-of-the-art hospital.
This is
a freaking, I mean, look how good this
two-story.
looks. 2 stories.
4 units.
We built it ourselves. I mean, it's gorgeous, dude. Got our pump galore, got our outlets, got our hose.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Fill her up.
Nice.
Let's
we got water, baby, let's go. We're gonna fill 2 of them up because 1 tank is gonna be for the reef pond and 1 tank is gonna be for the predator pond. We're separating them entirely because you don't wanna mix the fish. But dang, that looks good.
Looks so good. And you guys might be asking yourself, where's the rocks? Where's the substrate and everything? With a quarantine tank, everything's very simple and easy. We are gonna put some PVC pipes in here so they have some places to hide, but it's not about decoration. The fish simply are in here just to be fed and be healed with any sort of parasites that they have.
Now that we got the tank set up, they are looking so dang good. Like glass with that blue background, honestly, painting it was such a move. It looks way better than it would with that stupid paper on the back. We got the filters up and running, real nice, a lot of flow in there. The fish are gonna look great in these tanks. I'm so glad we set these up. Before we get all the fish in these buckets, so we got the fish acclimating, the tanks set up, and before we add any fish in there, we actually have to go pick up 1 fish, which is very special to us. You guys know and love him. He's a staple in the pond, and he's gonna be a staple in the fish warehouse. So while these 7 buckets are acclimating, we have 7 fish in there. We're about to go pick up our 8th fish, who's pretty much, he's goated. So let's go get him before we do anything else. So the fish we are picking up is the sailfin tang, which you've had in this little big container in Jack's pond for quite some time, okay? The sailfin tang is in here. The big one we had in the saltwater pond, I can't believe I forgot his name. Let us know what his name is down in the comments, but for right now, I think we should rename him for today's video. I think his name, was it Christopher? I don't think so. We're picking him up. He's a fan favorite. He's been with us for a long time. He was the biggest fish in our pond. He's gorgeous, he's big, and he's just a badass. So this guy right here, our sailfin tang, he's a beast. He did have a little bit of a, we had a little bit of a carbon leak issue. So he was actually, that's gonna be solved. It's not a problem. I don't know if it'll get like better, but he's our favorite fish and he's coming home with us. So he's healthy. Fish. We're gonna put him in the tanks, quarantine tanks, and get him healthier and get him in the pond. So that's the goal. But that fish is a fan favorite. So he's technically fish number 1 going in the tanks. All right, we got the sailfin tang ready to go into the quarantine tank, give it an acclimation, but there's one other step that we need to do for the quarantine tanks here. That's to give them some structure. We don't want the fish to be scared in here. We gotta give them some pipes they can swim in and out of and feel safe as they are getting hospitalized.
Leftover PVC pipe, extremely valuable.
Oh yeah.
To a quarantinist.
Yes.
Okay, yes. This is actually gonna be their little hiding spot. So we're gonna drop these in the bottom of the tank here. Let them fall down. Shatters the whole bottom of the tank. We're gonna put a few of these in there. This way they have some spots to go and hide. Perfect.
Perfect. I love it. There's their decor.
We quarantining
for a couple weeks.
So he does have like this little thing that's called some sort of lateral line. And it came from a carbon leak that we had in our filter, but we solved that issue. So We're gonna get this guy back to good health. He's still extremely fat. I mean, this boy right here has got some shoulders.
And you know what? People would be like, snobs would be like, oh, I'm not keeping this fish.
No, this is a homie.
We like the imperfected fish.
This is a homie right here.
Yeah, he's an absolute beast. He's gonna be the first one going in, so let's get him in the tank.
That is a beefy fish. I can't wait to see how he looks on the blue background.
He's gonna brighten up. He's gonna do great in here.
Whoa, whoa.
Okay.
He made his presence known. There you go, buddy.
There he is.
Yep.
So he'll get looking right. He'll get comfortable in here, and he's gonna do just fine, especially when he goes back into his big home that he knows and loves. So there is fish number one, the sailfin tang, looking good.
7 more buckets. Let's move right into this one right here.
Wow,
this
we're
one
going far left. I like it.
is an absolute gorgeous specimen that you guys have seen before. This is bird wrasse. This is Big Bird.
Yep, Big Bird was a staple as well in the big
Bird
pond.
is
Should
an
we put him in the big
absolute
pond too, or you think?
This guy might do a little bit better in the reef. Although he is a wrasse, so he will go after shrimp and crustaceans.
So maybe we should.
Should put him in the predator. That fish is really, really pretty. We're gonna get this guy in the quarantine. So you guys are seeing us put everything in the quarantine. So make sure you're subscribed with your notification bell on. Notification bell on is very important. You guys will get pinged as soon as we upload a video, because all these fish, they go from here, and in a whole nother video, we get them all inside of their final destination.
It's gonna be the best video ever.
And it's gonna be beautiful. All the fish are gonna be fat. It's gonna be awesome. So let's get this guy in here.
He's gonna go right inside of a pipe.
You can't forget Big Bird's name, but sailfin I completely forgot. Big Bird.
Me, Big Bird, there you go.
Look
He's
at
in.
that.
He's gonna go straight to
Jack, this is like Jack's favorite fish.
That is my
weird.
favorite fish, bro.
Maybe because you look like that thing.
I do not.
You know what? You look like that.
I don't have a big nose.
Yeah, you're skinny though.
I am skinny.
You're skinny and weird.
I am skinny.
Super weird. I mean, this guy is level 10 weirdo.
Do we need to paint the bottom of this?
Ooh, look at that. That's nice. Little underbelly shot. That's what they do. They like just lay down on the bottom of the tank. And I'm glad we put these pipes in because he's hiding and he's gonna be comfortable. So there is Mr. Bird Wrasse, just as weird as Jack. We might have to change his name to Jack, low key. Our first fish in this tank, and now we have a fish in here and in there.
As we're filming this dude swimming around in the tank, we notice as we look straight down, it looks like the fish can swim all the way down to the floor, and that's why they look like they're swimming like that right now, like nose down, kind of trying to swim down. That was a lot of downs.
A lot of downs.
But they look like they're trying to swim down, because that's what it looks like. It looks like a window, and it looks like you can just go down. So we're gonna get a black piece of paper and tape it up along the bottoms of all of these tanks right when we're done filming this video, so they can just kind of relax.
Yep. Now we have some banger fish in all these buckets, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the smallest fish out of the way, okay? So this bucket right here, all the way on the left, he's a great fish, but he's not the biggest fish. So this guy right here is our hawkfish, and we've always liked hawkfish a lot because they're so funny along the rocks and stuff. I mean, look at that fish, dude. He's got sick colors. He stands straight up like that.
So weird.
That is actually a dope hawkfish. It's got red,
really
orange,
pretty.
yellow, bright white. So this guy's gonna be a great addition. I know he's not the biggest fish in the world, but he'll be really cool in the reef pond. All right, he's going in here. I'm sure he's gonna love hiding in the pipes. That's why I put him in there. There you go, buddy.
Fast little guy.
Let's go.
Oh, he's zooming.
So him too, he thinks he can swim down. That's why it's important we're gonna put that thing on the bottom of the tank, and it'll be a lot easier for the fish to chill out. But he looks great in here. He's got great colors. And once again, these tanks, just to keep them in here for a couple weeks, then they're gonna go in the ponds.
Moving right along into our next bucket, picking number 1 through 5, Jay.
Let's go with number 1. Keep it
Number
easy.
1, right here. Here we go. Take a look right here. We have very non-hardy tang, and you guys are gonna see exactly why we are quarantining. Take a look at this fish right here. This fish right here is covered in ick. All those little white specks right there is a disease called ick. And these tangs right here, is this a powder brown or a powder blue?
I think that's powder brown.
I think it's powder brown as well. The powder browns, first of all, are always extremely susceptible to ick. Like, they're like almost ick magnets. So quarantining them is super important. This guy clearly is full of ick. So quarantining him in some cupramine is gonna be great for this guy. Make sure he gets back to really good health, because if we were to take this fish and just go put it in our reef pond, now we have ick introduced. Although we have UV lights on everything in here, all of our big ponds, we have UV lights. It's just not a risk that we're willing to take in such a beautiful space like we're in now.
The warehouse does not deserve that. Deserves the best. So this guy right here, all the fish, you know, they were moved around a ton with the big move. They were moved into different tanks and everything, and which can lead to that. So
such a gorgeous fish though.
He's gonna be a really fun one to watch. Go from that to a lot better.
Whoa, he's still got so much spunk, which
Yeah,
is
he's got
great.
energy, dude.
All right, dude. I mean, this is such a beautiful fish.
Yep, you just gotta cure him.
There he goes, there he goes.
Yeah, see, now you can really see that ick.
Yeah, you can see all those spots on him. That is something that we are aiming to get rid of in here. It's a good start, and he's got great colors. So hopefully that'll come back, and all that stuff will just get shedded off of him, especially having no sand on the bottom is really gonna help because that egg's got nowhere to go. There's fish number 3 in this tank. Fish number 4 overall. We got a good little school going here for the reef tank. We are going with another fish that was in a staple in this pond that you guys saw in every video. He was one of the best eaters in the world, and he's gonna be moved. I don't think we're gonna put him in here though. I didn't want to separate him and the sailfin. They were boys, but we're gonna have to separate them because he's just a little bit too small. This guy right here is our foxface tang. Look at those spikes right there. Those spikes, if they get you, that is gonna hurt. I know you can't really see him well. I don't want to, I really don't want to get pricked by him.
There he goes.
There he is. That's Foxy.
Foxy. Oh,
his name was Foxy.
Speedy.
You guys know and love him. He looks completely like not the same fish at all because he's super stressed. He's got that pattern going, but usually when he was not stressed in the big pond, he was bright yellow and he looked fantastic. He's definitely looked stressed out. Hopefully he'll look good in a couple days. He'll get used to the pond or the tank in here. It'll get back to that bright yellow color.
I do want to mention, you guys know we just set up these ponds. All these ceramics right here, we're all cycled filter media. So this is not cycling. All that stuff in here is cycled. These tanks are literally ready to rip.
Bird Ras found him a nice little home. You guys can see just his beak right there. He's in the long pipe. All these fish, they're gonna pick up on it, but Big Bird is first to do it.
I mean, they'll feel a lot better if they would just go in there.
I agree.
Also, if you guys see this, random human being walking around behind in our videos, this fish guy Hack.
With an H.
With an H. Fish guy Hack is back here. He's working on the shop. He's packing everyone's orders, getting everyone's hats shipped out, getting everyone's shirts shipped out, getting everyone's mystery boxes shipped out. We got our store back here, so, he's working behind the scenes with you guys.
3 buckets, I'm going dead center right here. This fish is gonna look a lot like Mr. Sailfin, but it's actually a different species of tangs here. It's a
Des Jardini.
Lot like the sailfin. They have this fin right here that kind of pops out, but I think the
pattern's like
is what
way more
separates
pronounced
them.
and a lot more colorful. You guys can see that yellow. It's like insane. So he's got a lot more spots, and then the stripes are really just a lot more vibrant than the other sailfin over there.
That's such a pretty fish.
There he goes.
That's a nice fish. So you guys can see, he looks a lot like the sailfin, but they do look different. So right there, perfect. Look at that shot. So
Ooh, we might need a separator here. We might need a divider here.
We are definitely gonna need a divider, because look at them.
They don't like one another.
That's why we don't put them together. You cannot put these guys together, they will beef, and we're definitely gonna put a divider there, because that'll even stress them out even more. But you guys can see the different patterns they have. There's the sailfin with those big 4 white stripes, and then the Des Jardini's got like way more stripes, and they're colorful and a little bit more yellow. So that is something that we should do right now. Get the divider, Jay. Problem solving in real time. Drop that down right there, and now they can't see each other.
Temporary fix.
Temporary fix, they cannot see each other at all, and
perfect.
now they won't be worried about it, because I'm pretty sure they wanted to beef, dude. Let's get a quick look at the sailfin. You can see the difference there. Much different than the sailfin. And look how gorgeous that fish is. A lot of stripes, a lot of yellow, a lot of dots compared to this. Yeah, big difference. He's much more dark. I'm sure he'll lighten up, but that guy is just, he's beautiful. 2 buckets, 1 fish, 1 shark. This guy right here is what we're gonna go with next. This dude is he's another tang. I'm not sure, I forgot the exact name, Bristletooth or something? But you guys can see this guy, really pretty, he's yellow. He's usually got stripes, and he'll brighten up in the tank when we do put him in. He's got those really cool dots on his head. So right now he's a little stressed, obviously, but those dots will brighten up, he'll look a lot better. Really cool fish. He's got a weird mouth.
He does have a weird mouth.
You want the tang gang in the reef tanks, because they go around all the rocks, they peck on all the algae, and it's just a great addition. So he's gonna look great in there. Stay calm, stay calm. We need names for all these guys, by the way. Drop them down in the comments. The collection is growing, we're getting some cool fish, and we have 1 more left that you guys love. The last bucket.
The last man standing, or the last man Stanley. It's Stanley the shark.
Stanley, let's go.
Let's freaking go, Stan. I mean, this is a shark, so I'm a little worried about picking him up, but Stanley's all around pretty nice guy. He's aggressive though. Oh, yo boy. There he is. There's a little Stan.
Hey, Stan, see, he chills out once you grab him. There's Stanley. Let's go. First up close encounter with Stanley. Such a dope shark. And he's put
on a little bit of size too.
Yeah, he's a savage.
When we first got him, he was
super skinny.
Like myself.
Definitely a little bit fatter.
We're gonna put him, Mr. Sailfin. There you go, buddy.
Big boy, he wants to eat.
There he goes.
That is such a sick shark.
There you go, buddy.
Him. He's so dope, he's so aggressive. He eats like a beast. He's awesome. I mean, look how cool that pattern is. The bamboo shark with the sailfin, they were boys too, so they know each other. They've been separated for a bit. This is a reunion. It's such a happy moment. Let's go. They are finally reunited. They look damn good in here, man.
These guys we're just gonna put in here for a couple weeks just to make sure they're eating good. And plus, we're still cycling the tank right now, so they'll be totally fine in here for just a little bit, but no medicine will be involved in this tank whatsoever.
This one, on the other hand,
This one's got to get some cupramine.
that one needs some work. The fish are officially here. The first living organisms besides humans that have stepped foot in this warehouse. And the curly tail lizards. They freaking love it in here.
They love it here.
I'm gonna have to evict, I've been evicting the curly tail lizards. I don't know why they find refuge behind our ponds. Not anymore. We got the fish. The next step now, let these guys sit for a couple weeks while we build our reef pond and get that thing going, get that thing cycling. That's the next step. So all these fish are awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Stick along for the ride. We have plenty more ponds to build, plenty more fish to buy. So stick around, hit the subscribe button. We'll see you in the next video, guys. Later.